What is up, the world of the living? My name is Lyarrah. Welcome back to Truly Bedrock. Friends, I'm running a bit of an errand. In the last video, I promised you that today we'll be working on the Moonfall project. And this one... Okay, this almost makes me want to not mess with DaphneElaine's super amazing new mansion. I'm gonna mess with it anyway. Now, recently DaphneElaine has built this amazing mansion, and she's been doing daily videos, by the way. That's how she managed, and that's why I'm kind of risking her logging in right now. But keep in mind, there are not many rules to building a mansion, mind you. You might think there's like building code or, I don't know, material, durability and that kind of stuff. No, none of that. That's for babies. But there are only like one really good and true rule to every mansion, and that is every mansion has to have a secret room. This one has none yet, but it has none yet. In my infinite wisdom, I have assembled a number of materials to create a room out of. Melons are especially necessary, and of course I have assembled a prize for discovering the special secret room. What I have not discovered yet is where I would actually put it, because you can kind of tell I was kind of hoping that it will be embedded into the wall at one point or another, and it is not. It so isn't. So there's not enough space for me to put a secret passage into, right? But at the same time, that just creates an additional challenge. Really, one thing humans are kind of terrible at is estimating the size of stuff, especially when they can take a look on the outside and on the inside. Basically, what I'm thinking is, if I create a fake wall somewhere in here, a wall that will make a room significantly smaller, but that will not read straight up, unless you lived in the house before the wall was installed, I think I can get away with doing this. Or alternatively, we can just go Galaxy Brain and go underneath the house. Because why not? So, thankfully, I recently figured out finally how to make this type of contraptions, the vertical trapdoors. Basically a vertical jab door, essentially. And yeah, funny story, I never could figure them out before, but this time, just suddenly understood how they work. I don't know where that knowledge suddenly came from. I am not really a redstoner, and I fully admit it. Alright. Regardless of that, all we gotta do really is, yeah, place block, torch, not even that, redstone, nope, redstone, lever, boop. Okay, so far so good. Booped. Yay! And yeah, the trapdoor is complete. Now we need to install some sort of a very sneaky and at the same time self-resetting clicky button somewhere to activate this back and forth. And I think I actually already have an idea as to where to place it. See, you'd think that because of the complete lack of interiors, this will be a very heavy task for me. But, once again, Galaxy Brain, alright? I managed to hide the input for this somewhere in this area right here. Not relying on the temporal structures such as shulker boxes either. Now, in a perfect world, of course, I would want to add maybe some sort of a redstone filter to a furnace where you have to put in, for example, a redstone ore, and only when you smelt a redstone ore in the furnace, that's when the door opens. But no, we're just gonna... Ta-da! And it closes back for you on its own. Alright, Daph now has a basement, and it's really cool in my personal opinion. If she finds it, when she finds it, I don't know, she'll also get 2 extra diamond blocks for finding it and for me intruding on her property as a bit of an apology, which I'll write on these signs. But at the same time, friends, What if I told you that this is not the only secret room I added? That's right. Remember how I said that I'm gonna build a special fake wall somewhere inside of here? Well, I did. But not inside of the basement. Spoiler alert. It's somewhere in the house up there. And I'm gonna leave another 5 diamond blocks up there in the house behind a fake wall in a room that's on the inside. Actually is much smaller than it appears to be, that it should be on the from the outside. If you'll be able to find it, that's great. If you'll be able to guess it, that's impressive, because you've not seen much of this house. Heck, I have not seen much of this house, for that matter. But yeah, for now, let me just leave a couple of signs informing her about it, and we'll get back to the main quest of today's episode, which is once again, we're gonna be working on the town of Moonfall. Finally. That's right, guys. I am also very tired of me doing a lot of planning in my videos, but never actually getting anything done. Okay, yeah, cool. How do I get out of here, actually, now that I think about it? Okay, back at the main base area, and yeah, I decided to start outlining the town. First things first, I really want to get that moon square, which is not a square but kind of round, out of the way. As you can see, again, it's the same pattern we used for the revive square. It's this little angle and a dot. And if you look closely, you can see it repeated over and over and over again. But if you don't, it actually just looks random, which, truth be told, it absolutely is. Now, a difficulty in here arises in that I want to start with kind of outlining the streets for the little town. And I can't really do that. Well, I can do that. It's just, it's difficult because I want it to also be organic, while at the same time look organized enough for the entire area to be recognized as a town. Plus, at the same time, streets need to be, in a way, correlating to the size of the common build around the area. And what I don't have right now is the closest approximation of what size the house, the regular house of this area will be. So what I feel we should do is we should plop one house out in that general area. I don't know why I'm gesturing with my hands, you can't see me. And after we do that, we will basically build the rest of the town by altering that one design, the way I explained in the previous video. So yeah, I already bought up quite a bit of concrete from Lyarrah's shop, and yeah, I feel I'm all stocked up for now at the very least. This should be enough for at least a couple of small houses for the square area, and then the further we go, the bigger the houses will become, and the closer, of course, we get to the institute, to the university build, the bigger the houses will get. For now, let me just finish the square. Yeah, with some lanterns, and at night, and in the darkness, and if you look away, it actually looks pretty cool. Yeah, my opinion, nobody else. Although, I do have one more gentleman currently, whose opinion I might ask. And I think I already know what they would think about this. I'm gonna let you out. If you like the house, go into it. House. Go house. Come on, guy. Come on, buddy. Can you find the house? Can you find it? Yeah. Yeah, he can't. It's not night, and they don't go home until the night. And he's thinking that he's currently walking on this workbench. Should have planned this skit tiny bit better. Hello, fellow chum. Do you like this house? If yes, please go into it. Because there's... Yes! Thank you! This proves that the house is good, and I'm a good builder. And definitely he didn't do it because there's a bed inside. No, friends, that is... This is a person whose judgment we can trust, and if it's good enough for him, it's good enough for me, damn it. Yeah, the more I look at it, the more comfortable I am with this. Definitely a good house, quality house. Would not want to live in it because there's no interior, but, you know, it's pretty sure looks pretty good. Yeah, and that's really the problem with the houses just to live in. they kinda are bland. They don't have like anything around them, nothing interesting about them, which is why I find most of my fellow builder YouTubers actually do houses thematically. So I don't think we will be filling this town with a bunch of just houses for people to live in, like this one. I think we'll be aiming for, like, I don't know, a bar, a something else, an actual tavern, a doctor's house, that kind of thing. And I feel like that would pretty much be a better way, because that's the way we were doing the Revive, and Revive came out pretty good, in my personal opinion. But before we do any of that, sadly, yeah, this here is actually kind of expensive, and we have still this list of things to get somehow, which I need to work on. And out of the entirety of this, I got nether brick, I'm pretty sure. Red concrete can be bought or crafted, so it's not a problem. Red terracotta will be a bit of a hiccup because I still have actually no idea where the local mesa is. Bookshelves will be a disaster because I don't have a sugarcane or a cow farm. Stone, I have plenty, but it's all cobble. Snacks, I don't know, I'll have to go and buy. And red wool, yeah, I don't have a sheep farm either. So far, believe it or not, all the food and all the mob drops that I get by basically doing this, like running around and killing stuff, like boop. That was a terrifying sound. But still though, horses drop leather, so I was running around killing stuff and eating them, and generally being kind of a bit of a savage, as far as I understand. Yeah, the problem about the leather farm is that it's kind of a wheat farm first and foremost, and I'm not sure I can make one fully automatic. But hey, maybe we could channel the bone meal into it. How's that cactus farm doing at the moment? Oh, well, that's concerning. I'm guessing this piece of bone meal is only here because the the hoppers are a tiny bit randomized on Bedrock. Well, at the very least, we're filling in the chest for now. Will be interesting to see how this performs after the chest is full, of course. Also, this place could really use lighting up, and it's ironic that this entire chase sequence happened in here. Because first and foremost, dude, how did you lose the entrance to your own house? And second, yeah. I was I was thinking a real thought here, trying to figure out how to make this flat area, the square of the moonstone, tiny bit more lit up without adding fence posts or something like that. But then, like, I realized that, oh yeah, stone slabs exist and light passes through stone slabs, so I've been kind of doing this for quite a while. I wonder if I can make villagers gather materials for me somehow for this shopping list of mine. Actually, I wonder if I can get my server mates to do that. So here's a thing I've been noticing quite a while now. Check this out. The iron is bought out, but the diamonds no one buys. Well, obviously, one might say. If you buy diamonds with money, but you get money by selling diamonds, why would you buy diamonds back from the store? And that is a bit of a paradox, isn't it, for this money scheme I've been trying to do. The idea was always that someone will have to kind of set up a scheme where people can get money by not selling diamonds, by just maybe providing a service, doing something, getting stuff done. And so I feel like now that I'm in desperate need of materials, that someone just might be me. This is a community area for the Truly Bedrock Season 1, and we never got anything built in here. Heck, I started Revive as a bit of a stretch, like to stretch muscles before I get to build in the community area, and then I never did. So what if the first build we ever do in the community area will be the one that helps us figure out the rest of the stuff? I want to start a job center. And I feel I got the chops to do that. Imagine, we could set up a system where you come in, and if you just need money, you kind of go, can't have job, and you do a bit of freelance assignment for me, or for somebody else, for example. You get, for example, if I want somebody to work as a lumberjack for me, I set up like you press a button, it gives you an axe, probably a mending one, because I mean it's me, I'm kind of rolling and stuff. It gives you an efficiency 5 mending axe, and that says, come on, just come around, bring back several stacks of this particular type of log, and you can have this number of money. Basically, it would be a reverse shop where you come in and you put in the stock to get cash out. And I don't know, it kind of sounds really stupid, because if somebody has a ton of wood and wants to sell it, why wouldn't they just start a, you know, wood shop? But the reality is that currently everybody but us is trying to sell stuff for diamonds, not cash, and we need to introduce this idea deeper into the society, so let's at the very least give it a shot. Why wouldn't we? Introducing jobs board. It's a board with jobs on it. Let's say I want 9 stacks of terracotta. Just, I want them. And let's say I have 32 pebble to pay for it. Then I just place a job in here, and I'm going like, slow XP is paying 32, shut up cat in the background, pebble for 9x64 terracotta. Or maybe something like gather terracotta for Zloy, or something along the lines. And then, what is also necessary is we want the job done, and we want the job to be done quick. So we attach this pickaxe to the contract. So the contract to fulfill is, you come in, you take the pickaxe, maybe even take the money, you dig out 9 stacks of hardened clay, and you put it back. And to ensure that you don't forget what you wanted to do, and what you've been paid to do, the pickaxe itself also has 32 pebble for 9x64 hardened clay written right on it, and even the name of the person who wants you to do that. Do you have to do it this way? I mean, I would prefer if everybody did that this way, but I don't know, maybe there's a more fun way of doing this entire jobs thing. I just like the idea of having an assignment, alright? If it were up to me, I would make it so that, like, when you press a button to, like, sign up for a job, you actually get a shulker box with, like, payment, tool, and time frame for the assignment for you to finish. I think it would be just absolutely incredible. But I don't know. Let's see. If someone reacts to this, if someone does this for me, or maybe if more jobs suddenly spring up, I would absolutely love to expand this into some sort of, I don't know, guild of freelancers or stuff along these lines. But I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, as per usual. And for now, that's pretty much gonna be it for today. Thank you everybody so much for watching. This has been ZloyXP. This has been Cat in the background who will not shut up. To be continued. Have a good one. Bye bye. I've been forgetting to tell people to subscribe to me in the end of my videos for like a month now. I am not a good YouTuber.